got me hot. Yeah. Got me hot.
We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Ooh, welcome to another edition of Bro Talk Live. It's the best show in late night brought to you by us. Bro Talk with always on the market. Your main man, Jonathan Majors, in the director's seat as usual. Look at my Coretta. Look at my other Coretta. I love Coretta. Welcome to another Halloween spectacular. Bro Talk Live. We're always on the mark. Jonathan Majors. Let's kick it over to my main man, Dex. What up, bro?
Dex here on the balcony with blanket. I want to make sure y'all don't get a chance to. I'm sorry, Michael Jackson here on the bank with the balcony with blanket. I want to make sure you guys don't see my baby. I actually might act like this in real life and not let y'all see my baby either. I'm gonna hide the face like how Michael Jackson did blanket. That's what I think I might do to y'all. But real quick, let me just say something to y'all. I told you guys last year to go to Chick-fil-A and get ice because it's like the crushed ice, it's great or whatever. Stop doing that. The ice is now $3 now because of y'all. It was $1.59 when I first told y'all. Now it's $3. And I don't blame inflation. I blame myself for telling y'all about it.
What? Hold up. So the ice is how much now?
$3 for a bag of ice.
Well, inflation. I guess water costs more.
No, it's me telling y'all. It's Dexter stuck his endorsement.
Let's kick it over to Ty the Guy. What up, Ty?
Hey guys, my camera wasn't working for a second there. Let me see if it can. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there he is. A little surprise. Oh,
Hey everybody, how are you? Hope all is well.
I like this look for you, Ty. You should actually grow out your hair. I like this.
No, I should.
Next in 5 disco look. I like that. Well, thanks for playing along, Ty. I really appreciate you. And now we have a special introduction. So the three of us all know this next person that I'm about to introduce. God, I tried to put on more bulk, so I have a turtleneck on under this because I was trying to look buff like John.
So now you're hot.
I'm hot as hell. But we have a special guest tonight. One of the funniest people in the world. He just happens to be related to me. Let's kick it over. Are we ready? Are we ready, E? Do you have your Halloween outfit on? What are we doing?
I got it on.
Okay, all right. What up, E?
What up, man? You know, Baltimore edition, so I had to keep it funky. I got my New Balance. I got my squeeze. I'm an official squeegee kid this year for Halloween.
Okay. So y'all know. Uh-huh. Pull up the shiesty.
I got my poo shiesty on. I'm an official squeegee. I'm an official squeegee kid.
Michael gonna be hiding a baby when you come around to the gas station. Y'all got squeegee kids up in Philly right now, right, Ty?
Do we have squeegee kids?
The ones that be like, "Oh, can I pump your gas?" And what they do is, what they say, "Can I pump your gas?" And what they do is they take your card, they put it in the gas thing, and let it keep running until their friends to come and get free gas.
No, that's not a squeegee kid. That's a scammer. No, that's not a squeegee kid. Squeegee kids are on the corner with a squeegee and a water bottle. Disclaimer, let me tell you how to get around squeegee kids. You have to make eye contact with squeegee kids. The moment you look away, they sense weakness and they will attack your car when you tell them no. When you don't hand them $1.
Well, now what if they start Dex, you in this wig? I can't.
You know, me and wigs don't get along. This is not my thing. This is why I'm buying it in real life.
I have a question, Eric. What if when you get in the squeegee and done, like, you know, they already start before they ask you if you want it? So what if after it's done, you don't pay them? What's the rules on that?
No, see, the thing is, you have to make eye contact. When you see them come up with the water bottle and the squeegee in their hand, you have to make eye contact and say, put your hand up and say, no, 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 no. The moment you look away, they take that as yes, that they know that you're scared. So when you don't have $1, that's when they start to breaking your windshield wipers, kicking your car, whatever, and don't get out the car under no circumstances. It's about 20 of them on the corner. You'll have no chance of getting away from it.
Don't surrender your position. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, you have to show no fear. It's just like having a dog. The moment you look away and he senses fear, they attack.
All right, Bro Talk Live, always on the mark. Shout out to Will. He is, I guess, with another appointment, and we will see him coming soon, hopefully for the Bro Talk Live Awards, which is coming up. But in the meantime, in between time, let's get to the politics.
Politics as usual.
All right, we're starting with what's become a major flashpoint just days before the election. Former President Donald Trump held a rally outside of Madison Square Garden this weekend, aiming to solidify support in his home state of New York. But it wasn't just Trump's promises that dominated the evening. It was the offensive rhetoric and crude comments from these multiple speakers that had people talking. Here goes a lowlight reel.
I don't see no stinking Nazis in here. I don't see no stinking domestic terrorists in here.
We need to slaughter this other people. We need to bring 100 million votes to Donald Trump.
America is for Americans and Americans only.
As the first Samoan, Malaysian, low IQ, former California prosecutor ever to be elected president, it was just a groundswell of popular support. And anyone who thinks otherwise is just a freak or a criminal.
And these Latinos, they love making babies too. Just know that. They do. They do. There's no pulling out. They don't do that. They come inside, just like they did to our country.
They want to kill us. And the Palestinians are taught to kill us at 2 years old.
I feel strong about right and wrong. And don't take trouble for very long. I'll get something deep inside of me. Conscious.
I welcome migrants to the United States of America with open arms. And by open arms, I mean like this.
In fact, she is the devil, whoever screamed that out. She is the Antichrist.
I'm not just MAGA. I'm dark, gothic MAGA.
Bastard, that Hillary Clinton, huh? What a sick son of a bitch. The whole fucking party, a bunch of degenerates, lowlives, Jew haters, and lowlives. Every one of them. Every one of them.
Won't show my story or won't back Donald Trump. I love you, Donald. God bless America and God bless the United States of America. USA! USA!
Heck yeah, it's a cool black guy with a thing on his head. What the hell is that, a lampshade? Look at this guy. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm just kidding, that's one of my buddies. He had a Halloween party last night. We had fun, we carved watermelons together. It was awesome.
I mean, every part of that thing. A lot of racism. Since the rally, reactions have come in swiftly. Republican Representative Anthony D'Esposito called Hinchcliffe's remarks garbage. He also said that Puerto Rico was a floating piece of garbage in the Atlantic Ocean. And New York City's own embattled Mayor Eric Adams quickly denounced the tone, saying there's no place for racism, anti-Semitism, and misogyny in his city. He said they need to tone down the temperature that fuels hate and violence, and he's once again renewing those calls. There are also images out there that was at that same rally calling Kamala the C word, quote unquote.
They was trying to get there.
How old are we? Guys, has Trump gone too far just a week before the election? This is next week. Who do you think?
I think Trump needed to go full blown into his base and really let it all hang out, because that's the only way. There's no more playing middle ground.
That's what this is to you. That's what you think.
Yeah, that's Trump going full on. No more teleprompters. No more stick to the talking points. We're gonna go right to our people, because we haven't gained any more supporters from any of the antics that we've tried over the last month or so with all these teleprompters and normal speeches. Like we're gonna lean fully into our base, and we're gonna do this thing.
Eric, tilt your camera down just a smidge. But what do you think about the way that Trump's going with all of this racist rhetoric? Is it good? Is it bad for his campaign? Do you think it's end up going to be backfiring? Because the election is tomorrow, pretty much.
Like Ty said, he went straight to his base. All the inbreds and hillbillies, he spoke right to them. That's why he brought Hulk Hogan out there, Elon Musk, all the degenerates and white trash. He just brought them all to the forefront with that rally. He said, "Come one, come all," and they all showed up and cheered. It's terrible, man. It was sad, man. Seeing Hulk Hogan with titties and he couldn't even rip the t-shirt off. That was real sad.
He grabbed the wrong t-shirt. He didn't grab the rip away. He grabbed the actual cotton one. He said, "Hold the hell up."
It's sad, man. You see Hulk Hogan with titties and he couldn't rip the t-shirt off. That was real sad, bro.
Them arms are looking frail. Next, as a Hulk Hogan fan, how did you like that?
I've been done with Hulk Hogan since the RNC. Like, that was just an embarrassing display for him. But like, the crazy part about it is Hulk Hogan was probably the least offensive when it came to this situation. At
this time, he had already threatened to body slam Kamala. So
right, but I'm just saying, but just think about that. As crazy as the things that he has said in the past, body slamming Kamala Harris, like, he was the least offensive here. Like, everybody else, it was just like. It's like the instructions was like, go out there and be as offensive to everybody else as humanly possible. And I think what's really crazy about it is that,
I'm laughing because you like James Brown.
and then the crazy part of it, there's no fallout. Like, the fallout, like, I expected it to be like crazy, and I don't think the fallout from this is as crazy as I thought it would be. It seems like people are like, oh well, this is just who they are. This is what they do.
Exactly. The fallout is exactly what I thought it would be. Those people don't give a crap.
Yeah, but it's pretty bad. They're doing pretty low when they start breaking out the watermelon and chicken jokes. It's pretty. You're getting
and they
really
were
pretty
duds.
low.
Like, didn't get any laughs. They were duds. He was just sitting there cracking jokes and waiting for a response. And apparently, this guy has tried to tell these jokes before at comedy clubs. And he said, well, these jokes would have performed really well at rallies. And he's performed at the rally now, and people are killing him.
But like, you're also in New York City. So, like, the people in that crowd are very likely the Black and Puerto Rican supporters of him. So you're saying this stuff, they're like, wait a second now. Like, we're trying to make America great again with you. But, like, there is something called like an N-word wake-up call. And I think a lot of the Black Trump supporters got that this weekend.
Well, hopefully they get it coming next week for the ballot box. For the elections. Don't forget, we're not going to have a show next week. We're not competing with the election, guys. And we are not doing a live stream. We're not doing a live stream. We're not doing it this time. We wanted to last time, but it was like, it's not going to work. So enjoy the election by yourselves next week, and we will be back the following week. Hopefully, if Kamala wins, because if Trump wins, we might not be in the country anymore.
Trump's going to have us arrested and killed
immediately.
YouTube is shut down.
It was a night to remember in Houston on Friday. Dex, that's your hometown, right?
Yes, sir.
H-Town, put it down. Beyonce, joined by her mom, Tina Knowles, and Destiny's Child label bandmate, I should say, Kelly Rowland, threw her support behind Kamala Harris in front of a roaring crowd at the Shell Energy Stadium. She shared a powerful message about unity, rights, nobility, and motherhood.
A song that began 248 years ago. The old notes of downfall, discord, despair no longer resonate. Our generations of loved ones before us are whispering a prophecy, a quest, a calling, an anthem. Our moment right now, it's time for America to sing a new song. Our voices sing a chorus of unity. They sing a song of dignity and opportunity. Are y'all ready to add your voice to the new American song? Because I am. So let's do this.
Now, Houston, you've already had a hand in creating destiny. So do what you do and do this thing again.
Here we go. Beyoncé and Kelly reunited again. I'm not sure. I don't know what Kelly's Halloween costume was about, but I liked it. Amber Rose, though, for one, was not feeling Beyonce's messaging. She decided to respond on Instagram. She wanted to be me so bad, literally took my whole speech. Amber accusing Beyonce of stealing her speech from the RNC this past summer. And social media erupted over Rose's comments, with fans debating whether the criticism had any merit at all or if it was just a grab for attention. I'll let you decide.
I'm not here as a celebrity. I'm not here as a politician. I'm here as a mother. A mother who cares deeply about the world my children and all of our children live in.
My name is Amber Rose. I'm a model and entrepreneur. Thank you. But most importantly, I'm a mother. My whole world revolves around providing for my children, keeping them safe, and giving them an opportunity for a better life. That's something that unites all American parents, whether we're Republicans, Democrats, conservatives, or liberals. We all want a better country for our children.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys decide. Is Amber Rose does she have a point with the whole speech stealing accusation, or is it just a grab for attention?
No. Beyonce heard Amber and then went and copied and wow, because she wouldn't came out there and talked about being a mother. She heard Rose say that she was a mother, and that's the reason why she's voting the way
she said. I too want to be a mother.
Yes. Beyonce copied Amber Rose. You heard it here first. Beyonce wants to be Amber Rose so bad. That is crazy. That is crazy. And she had on black like Amber Rose too. So you even copied her outfit. Wow.
I guess that's a different question, Eric. Does a major endorsement like Beyonce just gave Kamala Harris impact the race at all, or do you think it's just kind of meh?
Well, I'm just going to speak for the common folk. When I saw Amber Rose, I was like, damn, they did a good job airbrushing her forehead. You know what I'm saying? They did a real good job airbrushing her forehead, that stuff off her forehead. And everything that comes out of her
it's her son's name, that stuff. That's
You know how you would watch Charlie Brown back in the day, hear womp, 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 womp. When I heard Amber Rose speak, all I could hear was like child support. Because that's all you is somebody baby mama. You know what I'm saying? You living off your child support. So just shut up and go back in your cave and have another slut walk.
Oh my God.
Over with, that's what you're gonna have. Another slut
Michael,
walk.
you covering the ears, Michael? I had to cover the baby's
ears. They airbrushed that forehead real good. They even got that commercial with her in it. They airbrushed that one real good. That's good.
Ty, what you think about the Beyonce and Kelly endorsement? Worth something? Because Taylor Swift also endorsed Kamala, so it seems like she's got all the heavy hitters.
I think the endorsements are fun and bring in extra funds for the campaign. I don't think they necessarily influence people to vote. Like, I don't think anyone's like, well, I wasn't going to vote for Kamala, but now that Beyonce's doing it, I am. I don't think that happened.
You don't think
so? Circle. But as far as copying the speech, I think it's very typical for a mother of four to come out and talk about how they care about the election because their moms. Like, that's like a thing. So I don't think that it was necessarily stolen from Amber Rose. That's their thing. It's like, I could come out here like a celebrity, but I'm a mom, an American just like you. Like, that's the stuff they're peddling now. So that's not atypical.
On Ricky Smiley, they said the only difference was Amber had to introduce herself. Beyonce didn't have to introduce herself.
Can I ask you a question? It's a pop culture question. I'm just curious. Can you tell me Beyonce's kids' names?
This is a question for Eric. Okay.
No, for Ty. I'm just curious if you know. Both both
child.
of y'all actually. Can y'all tell me Beyonce's kids' names?
Little game. You can name
Blue,
Yeah, I know
Sir.
his name. Sir, Rumi, Blue Ivy.
Uh-huh.
Ain't that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
showed
thought
you up,
I had
Dex.
3. Right.
They
Good
showed
job.
you up, Dex.
Yeah.
Ate your lunch.
I am stunned.
Are you really?
I am.
So,
Yes.
are we going to skip over that?
I don't know.
that
Amber's
Kelly
his name.
Rowland-
Me neither. That's why I
Are we
asked.
are we going to skip over that Kelly Rowland stole Steve Harvey's zoot suit out of his closet? Because that looked bad.
They
You
said
like that
Kelly
little
Rowland
get up?
walked out there like she was
Good
Beyonce's
goodness.
husband, and I can't unsee that.
Good
I mean,
God.
nobody had to wear it.
What that was
Hold up.
about.
So y'all don't know Amber Rose's son's name? I mean, it's literally tattooed on her forehead.
But
What is-
they wrote it in cursive though. They didn't do
Xavier?
Sebastian is one of them, right? Sebastian is one.
Ain't it Sebastian or something like that?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean,
I
y'all can
don't,
read
I
cursive.
don't,
What's
I
the
don't know
other
the
one?
other one.
Oh, it's
Yeah, I don't
another
know
one?
that.
Yeah, and I don't even know who the father of the other one is either. She don't either, so I guess we all in the same boat.
I'm moving on. Can't do it. This is your text. Not on Halloween. Tonight, we're seeing a troubling trend of voter interference incidents that highlight growing divides in the country, especially as we head into what promises to be a heated election. Guys, this might be the last 6 days of democracy. First, a disturbing case in Florida. A West Palm Beach man identified as Nicholas Farley is now facing up to 10 years in prison after he allegedly drove through a polling site, shouting racist slurs and intimidating people waiting to vote. Witnesses say he was circling a parking lot aggressively, blasting offensive music and making threats that left at least one campaign volunteer feeling like she had to leave for her own safety. When questioned by deputies, Farley denied knowing that early voting was taking place. He then volunteered the name of a pro-Nazi website out of the blue and launched into a racist lecture, repeating and supplementing the slurs of witnesses accused him of using in the library's parking lot. So that's story number one. Then, you guys, the state of Pennsylvania, a woman named Valerie Biancanello, an RNC delegate, was actually arrested in Delaware County for reportedly encouraging people to stay in line to vote. According to officials, her actions were seen as disruptive, while Biancanello claims that she was just trying to prevent voter suppression. This incident has raised questions about the balance between supporting voters and ensuring order at polling stations. And finally, in a more direct attack on the voting process, early morning fires were set in ballot drop boxes in Portland, Oregon, and Vancouver, Washington. And in Vancouver, the flames destroyed hundreds of ballots before they could be collected. Officials called it a direct attack on democracy, and the FBI is investigating. But with similar attacks reported earlier this year, there is a clear worry that voter intimidation and election tampering may escalate further. So I guess here's the question we're all asking. What do these incidents say about the state of our democracy? And do you think this will actually have an outcome on the election? Now, these people can get ballots sent back to them, replacement ballots. But, you know, they will still have to fill those ballots out and take it back to the drop boxes again. So it could be some lost votes there. Do you think this will actually have an impact on the outcome of the election?
Yes, I do actually. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like this. Remember the last time, like Donald Trump's whole thing, January 6th happened because Donald Trump said the election was stolen. So, like, when something like this happens and you don't know, like, who they're actually supporting, like, who these people are actually supporting, something like this happens, then you have that conversation come up again, like, there was tampering with the election. It clearly has already happened. So now when, say, Donald Trump loses and he's like, they tamper with the election, he has proof now.
I mean, yeah, but who tampered? Who is they?
But it doesn't matter though. Like, I mean, think about it. Last time there was no proof before, and he ran with it. Like, now you have proof that someone tampered with the election. You have no idea what they did with it, but you know they tampered with the election. And he'll just say, like, "Oh, look, they stole my votes. This was about
the only
me."
proof that we have are that his people tampered with the election.
Yeah, it's just going to make the process longer. When he loses, he's just going to say, "Oh, look, see, they burnt up the people that were going to vote for me." It's just going to make the process a little longer. That's all. Because when he loses, he's going to lose. He's going to come out crying, saying that this is the reason why I lost, because they burned up the voters. It's columnist people that were burning down voter boxes and stuff like that. So.
I think they're going to make a bigger stink out of it this time. I think they'll have people like flat out trying to refuse to certify. I think it's going to be a real big mess. I'm just
You think it's going to be a shit show? That's what you think? Okay, you're predicting a shit show, regardless.
An all-American shit show like we've never done before.
Yes, I agree.
Regardless of how many times or how many votes Kamala wins by, or how many electoral college, points she wins by.
Yeah, but you see this stuff ain't happening in no urban areas because them inbred hillbillies ain't coming to Philly. They ain't coming to Bmore. They ain't doing none of that. They gonna stick to wherever that white guy was from, and excuse my language, York, Pennsylvania, places like that where you got 2,000 voters. Yeah, come on over here to Baltimore and do that, buddy. Come on over here to Park Heights and try to burn up some ballot boxes. You won't. We'll give you something more than a chicken box and a half and half, buddy. Come on.
All right. That was politics for this week. Now we're going to take you to a recap of last year's Halloween. Drake's mother effing day, and welcome to another edition of Bro Talk Live, the best show in late night for you by mother effing us. It's your main man Dennis Graham.
Last week I had a big stink about being called Dexter, and I decided I should just embrace it.
All right, Dex is Dexter. You got blood this year though. You didn't have blood
this year. I got a knife. Like, I'm prepared.
Oh, okay, a plastic knife. I love that. But let's kick it over to my main man Bill. What up, boy?
I just want you all to know that I am Severus Billiam Snape.
Oh, got a whole tattoo?
I will call he who must not be named.
Where you get that tattoo from? Is that real?
You know what? I gotta say, I feel like we all did really well this year.
My little mustache keep falling off.
His do too.
His do too. You're absolutely right.
There's like the Halloween stores that pop up that you go to get the costumes from or whatever. When I went in there last week, they have this thing because this was going back.
They don't return no more.
No, they don't take returns.
Final sale only.
So I'm stuck with this.
You stuck with that big ass taco. What are you gonna wear?
What am I gonna do with this?
What the hell are you gonna do with that?
This little piece of hair is just.
It's nice though. It's nice. You had that little hair slithering down. That's why he's a Slytherin.
Oh well. Never.
You should put it in a pony. A high pony.
You better not.
Please put that wig in a high ponytail. Then you come back for the next time. Oh my god!
If you put your wig in a ponytail, then I think that you should text the text them.
Dex, where I put my pony is my
okay. I'm Drizzy Drake. You like the hair clips?
I do.
You thought I was who?
That uncle from the Proud Family.
This is apparently the look that they're going for. So
you and him and his father.
I'm him and his father. It's legendary. You gonna have to step up next year.
I see.
Yeah.
Turn to the side. We see that beard. Ooh, look at that crayon.
Can you not grow hair on your face? Because I've never seen you with facial hair like that.
Well, I have hair right here.
But I mean, like how we do it in Philly. You couldn't be like us.
No, I can't be out there roughing it like y'all. Y'all look crazy. Y'all be having like them.
Yeah, I do be having them lamb chops. Look, last year you weren't there, Ty. What do you mean? Where were you at?
Well, I'm trying to recall what I was doing.
The White House.
You wasn't being my Coretta. I got another one. I got all these.
Don't y'all think we changing uniforms of that? This is this whole show. This outfit.
This is the whole show.
Yeah.
Oh, this is it for me too.
And me too. I got Corettas. I got a lot of Corettas, but I think I went overboard with the Corettas. I had a bunch of jewels. I was going to put it on my face and act like I was crying since Jonathan Major's been crying all year.
He's always crying.
It's always crying. But when I try to open them, they all spilled over the floor. So they over there on the floor over there. I said, F it. I ain't doing it. Eric, thanks for joining us for celebrating Halloween with your squeegee. You want to spray the camera real quick with that?
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let me find it.
Don't damage it. Don't damage it, though. Don't damage it.
Yeah, I got it. There you go, right there.
Eric, our resident squeegee kid. I appreciate you. Okay.
Definitely. No problem, bro. Happy to have me. Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
We appreciate your service, Eric.
Yep.
Dex, have you heard about our racist segment for this week?
Oh, good Lord. We have another one.
Yes, of course we have.
Is it that what we just saw, like from Madison Square Garden? That should be the segment. And yes, it was very racist.
Let's see what we got. So I told them that I was trying to fill this out like Jonathan Majors, look like buff and stuff like that. So I put on a turtleneck under the shirt, and I'm hot as hell right now. I'm about to pass out. It's so hot, but I got my Corettas, so I'll be good. Shout out to my Corettas. All right, moving forward tonight, we're diving into a troubling story out of CNN. Conservative commentator Ryan Girdusky is what I'm going to call him from now on, is facing backlash for making what he called a joke, but others are calling it blatant racist. It happened on CNN Newsnight with Abby Phillip, where Girdusky responded to journalist Mehdi Hassan's support for Palestinians by saying, "I hope your beeper doesn't go off." This comment referenced a series of deadly pager explosions in Lebanon that took dozens of lives last month, many of them civilians. Hassan, along with viewers, was quick to call out the remark as offensive and dangerous.
You don't want to be called Nazis. Stop doing.
You've been called an anti-Semite more than anyone else's table.
Yeah.
And people will sit there and no, by me. I never called you an anti-Semite. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying I don't.
I'm a supporter of the Palestinians. So I'm used to it.
Yeah, I hope your beeper doesn't go off. The thing is that
you just say I should die?
You should not.
No,
did you just say I should be killed?
No, I did not say that. No, I did not say that.
Hold on.
Did your guest just say I should be killed on live TV?
I said I hope you.
Let me just stop.
You said you hope my beeper doesn't go off.
You said I'm a big supporter
of the Palestinians.
Of Hamas.
Guys, let me
just Palestinians.
Are you?
Am I what? No, of course I'm not.
I
apologize.
Are you a racist, violent person inciting violence against
Ryan?
That's
disgusting. That is completely.
No, I apologize.
Good job, CNN. Let's have first block say the Muslim guy should be blown up.
I apologize
on TV.
Don't say then I apologize. You literally.
I thought he said Hamas.
You didn't think I said Hamas. I said I supported Palestinian rights.
Yes, I did.
Why? Because when you hear
what's funny is Rudy Giuliani said this yesterday, so you're a great guest to be here to defend Rudy Giuliani.
I wasn't going to entertain nonsense today, and so at this point,
this is what we're in now. This is America.
I mean, god damn. You tell this Arab man to his face, I hope your beeper doesn't go off, because he says he supports the Palestinians. Girdusky apologized on air, as you saw, quote unquote apology, claiming that he thought Hassan was endorsing Hamas, but he was actually banned from CNN in a statement that read, "There is zero room for racism or bigotry at CNN or on our air. We aim to foster thoughtful conversations and debate, including between people who profoundly disagree with each other, in order to explore important issues and promote mutual understanding. But we will not allow guests to be demeaned or for the line of civility to be crossed. Ryan Girdusky will not be welcomed back at our network," aka banned. Girdusky then doubled down on social media, saying, "You can stay on CNN if you falsely call every Republican a Nazi and have taken money from Qatar-funded media. Apparently, you can't go on CNN if you make a joke. I'm glad America gets to see what CNN stands for." This isn't Girdusky's first controversial moment on air either. He's made previously unsubstantiated remarks about the Black Lives Matter movement, casting the movement in a critical and a criminal light. So, guys, how much responsibility should CNN hold for having previously allowed Girdusky's inflammatory commentary on air and now just getting caught with the backlash? What do you
think? That's a hard one, because like I think what he said at this time, like, there's no refuting that. You know, like if you
tried to clean it up, you could see when his face turned.
He did, but he tried to clean up because everybody else stood up and said something. Like if it was just the gentleman who he said it to said something, he wouldn't have cleaned that up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he cleaned that up because everybody at the table was like, "What? Hold on, you took it too far there." Like that was a bit much. That's why he tried to clean it up. You're not sorry.
Yeah, he tried to say it. He tried to say it real quick too. If that was that guy, man, I took my cup of water and just threw it on him real quick. It's terrible. If you watch the clip again, he said it real quick and tried to move on after he said it real quick, but they caught him. They caught it real quick though. But yeah, that was horrible.
What you would have done? What you would have done with your water cup?
Yeah, man, I'd have took that little cup of water they be having like they sipping tea or something and just flung it on them. Like, yeah, that was crazy. That was terrible, man.
It was terrible. Todd, do you think his previous incidents should have, made CNN people be more on alert for this sort of behavior? I mean, you have him on a panel with a bunch of people defending Donald Trump's Nazi rally at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, most of them try to be a little bit more tactful, like a little more subtle with it.
You think he thought he was getting off and he just went too far?
Yeah, they were trying to, they want to pretend to care about views from the other side. So they have to have people like that on there, but then they usually want them to be a little bit more controlled, like inflammatory, but not like flat out crazy.
Not flat out. I hope your beep doesn't beep. Like,
but
what?
Remember, though, we talked about this before, how earlier this year, it seemed like CNN was leaning more towards the right anyway. Like, there would be certain things and certain topics that they would kind of cover, and they did seem to lean more right. Like, low-key, sometimes more than even Fox News. And I think this right here is showing you, like, why you can't do that, because these people are insane. Sidebar. It's really funny trying to have a really serious conversation about racism with a wig going back and forth in your face. Like
that just like
beyond silly.
Yeah, I'm dressed up like Jonathan Majors. And a fake baby in your lap.
And a fake baby's in
Yeah, it is crazy that he thought that was going to be able to fly and he was just going to be able to slide past that. It kind of shows, the privilege.
Did you think they would laugh?
Yeah, like what? What was that? What was that about?
I can't believe you said that. Like, what reaction were you looking for?
Yeah, so he's banned for life. We'll see if we ever hear from that guy. What's his name? Godusky? Yeah, Godusky.
You better be going to hear from him. Fox News, and then like they're gonna prop him up.
RNC, he's gonna be in the RNC next.
Yes.
The already laid the foundation. He played victim. That's what they do.
All right, scale of 1 to 10 on racism charge. I'm giving this one a good solid 9. What are you giving?
A big 10.
You giving it a flat out 10? Okay.
I'm giving it a flat out 10 because not only did you say it and it was racist, but you thought it was funny.
And then he stood by it and said it was being
sensitive. Stood by
it. Ty, what you giving it? 9 or 10? What are your options? 15. Okay. Eric, I know you're gonna give this one a big score.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9.9. He said it real. He tried to say it real slick and real quick, but they caught it.
He thought this was part of stand up at MSG. What you gonna have your beeper go off? Like,
yeah, he said it real. He said it real quick and tried to move on, but they was like, "Oh no, buddy."
Whoa! Everyone say, "Whoa!"
Right.
All right, let's move to the scoop. All right. It's a big story that Eric and I was actually talking about on the phone a couple of nights ago. And I said, you know what? I'm going to put that on Bro Talk. NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal is under fire for comments he made on Angel Reese's podcast, Unapologetically Angel. That's hard to say. Shaq, who was often referred to Reese as a father figure. Shaq, who's often referred to Reese as a daughter figure, commented on a pair of shorts that Reese wore during her recent appearance on Nick Cannon's Wildin' Out. Shorts that went viral for their minimal coverage. He suggested that these shorts could help her financially, saying that she could sell T-shirts if she ended up playing with him. Here is Shaq on Angel Reese's podcast.
Over an inch, and you don't strike this from the tape, Christian.
We ain't striking it.
Don't. I'm telling you, just lower like that to where it gives you ability to dunk. Bro, imagine you.
I'm not imagining.
Let me finish. Imagine you in the same little shirt you had on at the Wild 'N Out show dunking. You know how many t-shirts you gonna sell, cuz? You tripping.
Oh my
God. What?
Oh God.
Them same little shirt you had on.
Okay, all right.
Bro.
Very Baltimore. All right. I love it. I miss home. I miss it so bad, Eric. Well, as you expect, the internet didn't hold back from these comments from Shaq. These are the shorts that Shaq was referencing when he said that Angel Reese should wear these while playing basketball so she could sell some t-shirts, quote unquote. Many called Shaq out, saying his comments were inappropriate and crossed the line, especially given that they have a 30-year age gap and his quote unquote role as her mentor. Her going to LSU, her saying that Shaq was her favorite player growing up, and all of that. Angel's own reaction was uncomfortable, as you could see, as she quickly tried to steer the conversation away with, all right. Now, Shaq has always presented himself as a quote-unquote protector for Reese. He's publicly supported her, especially during her mental health challenges and her conflict with her, quote-unquote conflict, I guess you can say, with her former LSU coach. But now some are questioning if Shaq's remarks are part of a bigger issue around how men in power sometimes blur the lines of mentorship. And it's not just about this one comment, though. For many, it brings up recent high-profile scandals. Names like R. Kelly and Diddy come to mind, where mentorships, eventually devolved into exploitation. So is Shaq's, I'll let somebody respond. I'm not going to call anybody out. Whoever wants to respond first can go. Is Shaq's comment just a flippant joke that missed the mark, or does it point to something more serious? What do you guys think is meant?
I think he means that if she dunked in those shorts that were very short and shows a lot of her ass, like she would sell a lot of t-shirts because a lot of men would be interested in it. I think that's exactly what he said, and I think that's exactly what he meant. And I actually am aligned with believing that as well.
Okay, but does it matter that it's coming from him, though? Like, I can understand if it's coming from someone who doesn't, know her intimately, or someone who hasn't purported to be a supporter of hers and try to advance her career. What do you think about the fact that he's her mentor? Doesn't that matter?
I mean, being from Baltimore, she's always bigged up Shaq and always said that was a big brother, father figure to her. And for him to go in there and do that to her, man, he's the creep of the year in my book. He was a straight up creep. He's a creep, man. He was a creep for that.
I think if he made her do it, if he says like, you got to put those shorts on, I'm demanding you to put those shorts on right now and go and do this, then like, sure, I can see this. But like, he just mentioned it. Like he didn't. It's not like he's forcing her to do it.
But you mentioned it to like someone who's supposed to be your daughter, like figure. Like that's weird.
Like she comes out often and says that Shaq was her favorite player. He's a father figure to her.
Thank you.
She looks to him for advice in business and other aspects of her professional career. And for him to come out and say, "Oh, you would look good and you would sell a whole bunch of t-shirts if you would put on those short shorts and start dunking on the lower rim," man, he's a creep of the year.
Does sex not sell? Does sex not sell?
Yeah, but
so sex sells, but only a certain person can tell you.
I'm not saying that
only a certain person can tell you. Now, I think when he was making her uncomfortable, it was like pretty clear. Even if he was starting off as a joke, he should have like recognized like, all right, this joke didn't land, but this is, I don't know, it was like came off weird. And he's like, don't block this out. I want everybody to hear this. It's like, well, she's obviously uncomfortable. So why are you? I don't understand.
She was trying to save him. Like she said, cut it. And
I don't know how obviously uncomfortable she was. It was just like, all right, chill, like whatever. But I think if she was uncomfortable, she would have made it known, like, cut this out, chill out. This is not
look at her mannerism. You could tell she was uncomfortable. But what made her really uncomfortable was put that picture back up, Jay. Shaq with them little ass sunglasses on with that big ass head he got. He need to look at that. Look at that. It's only covering like one eye. Look at that. And that's the lazy one. Look at that. That is terrible, man. Look at that. He got too much money to be wearing them little ass sunglasses. And look at her face. She is clearly uncomfortable with that. She is clearly uncomfortable.
Yeah, she wore the shorts on Wild 'N Out.
And that was my next question. Okay, does she need to have some sort? I mean, she hasn't necessarily come out and said anything since the podcast is aired. Of course, she's milking the successes of the attention. But she was the one who put the shorts on in the first place. Should she be a little bit more receptive to the suggestion? Not that she hasn't been, but should she actually embrace the fact that he suggested it?
Now, I'll say that recently Angel Reese has been doing a little too much. Yeah, I will say when she came out saying that $8,000 he couldn't pay her rent and things. Yeah, she been doing a little bit too much. But that right there to be considered.
Oh, she has a podcast. What do you mean? But she has to provide content. Like she's doing a podcast every week. Like you have to have something to talk about. Believe me, I know.
But some of the stuff she is saying though, like the WNBA doesn't pay her bills and all that kind of stuff like that. Like I do understand creating content, but like at the same time, I do think she's pushing the envelope a little too far sometimes.
Not too far.
And I don't think that she was offended or uncomfortable by Shaq's comments either.
I think she was uncomfortable. She said, "All right, all right." I mean, that's like enough. I'm saying enough. All right, all right.
So on this show, I literally tell you, shut up and move on. And you don't shut up and move on. And I also don't be feeling uncomfortable. I just want you to shut up and move on. That's it.
I mean, you might wear a wig, but you still a nigga. That's
so it's a problem now because it's a male-female thing. I think what really threw me off in this is when you threw the part about Diddy and all that kind of stuff into it, because I don't think this is that situation. I do understand where they could potentially come in, but I just feel like we're reaching a bit with this.
I'm not saying it's that situation, but with those situations existing, you have to look at these things, and this is kind of how they might start. Like you make a little suggestive comment, the person giggles and says stop, and you keep going with the comment. Like clearly he did. She said all right, and he clearly kept going.
I do think it's a reach to the bringing Diddy. Like Diddy is like way up there.
Speaking of Diddy,
I'm about to say I read a report today that Diddy, like, he doesn't start like that. He says, "How famous do you want to be?" Like that's a totally different story.
And what seems to be a never-ending cascade of allegations, Diddy is now in the midst of intense legal and personal turmoil, facing accusations from a growing list of alleged victims. 2 new lawsuits have been filed as of last week, accusing Diddy of sexual assault dating back nearly 20 years. One of the victims claims that he was only 10 years old when he was approached by Diddy, who allegedly used promises of stardom to lure him into an horrific incident in a New York hotel. Another man says he was only 17, auditioning for Diddy's reality show Making the Band, when he faced similar treatment. The incidents are just 2 of many in an ongoing case, with lawyers now suggesting that over 120 victims may eventually come forward, including minors. According to the attorney, Tony Busby, Diddy's attorney, this is a pattern of abuse that has spanned nearly 30 years involving minors of both genders, many of whom Combs allegedly targeted by dangling fame and fortune as bait. Sorry, not Diddy's lawyers, Diddy's prosecutors. With that, in a separate legal little move, Diddy tried to secure a gag order to prevent leaks coming out like this, alleging that the government, had agents releasing damaging footage like that Cassie video. He's saying that the government released that, trying to get under his skin and trying to convince the public that he was a bad guy, even though the video is the video. Like, I don't think them releasing it makes you seem like the bad guy. I think the fact that what you were doing on the video makes you the bad guy. The judge, though, denied Diddy's exact request. A general order was imposed to restrict any grand jury details from leaking to the press, though, protecting both cases' integrity and Combs' right to a fair trial. Meanwhile, he remains in the Metropolitan New York Detention Center awaiting his trial on sex trafficking and racketeering charges. But his last name isn't just facing legal battles in the courtroom. This weekend, tensions erupted at a Halloween party in Los Angeles, where his 3 sons reportedly confronted Ray J, here pictured at the Halloween party, over remarks that he made regarding Diddy's legal troubles in the past. In case you missed it, those comments that were made after the Cassie video surfaced. And one of the most explosive ones was made on Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay podcast.
That's just fucking unacceptable. I've never ever seen nothing like that in my life. Bare knuckles, like, you know what I'm saying? The homie need a public whipping. Yeah. It's the only way it's gonna be right, with a public whipping. Like, the whip,
he could possibly in some serious trouble. Reading that they're possibly convening a grand jury to
100 lashes for the first half.
Is Puffy, the P. Diddy, is his life as we know it, is it over? Not he's gonna die or anything like that, but I'm saying, will he ever be what he once was?
1,000 lashes. And Cassie, like you are strong, and you know, we're talking about your situation. So with all due respect, I'm sorry for everything that you've encountered. I've been around you. I've been around y'all. I never knew, you know what I'm saying? And I apologize.
I don't know how Shannon Sharp held it together, honestly. When he said 100 lashes, and then Shannon Sharp asked him a serious ass question, and this man responded with 1,000 lashes.
Put his arms
What?
out.
Like, what are you doing? What?
Like a slave. Like, are you crazy?
Like, what are you talking about?
The craziest part about it, though, at first I'm like, it's 2024, and Ray J is making the most sense out of everybody. Until he said, you know, he said a public like beating or whatever. I'm thinking like, yes, like in court. No, he's like,
he said with the whip. Wow, with the whip. Eric, is this something that Diddy's son should have pressed Ray J on, or do you think they was barking up the wrong tree on this one?
If you want my honest opinion, hey Ray J, if you think you got booty goons, what you think Diddy got? You better be quiet, boy. They gonna send an army after you, buddy. He got booty goons on top of booty goons, so you better leave that one all the way alone. They gonna be like, take that.
Not take that. Do you think that the situation, with Chris Brown actually is the person that ended up breaking all of this up? Apparently, somehow he got involved at the party, and Ty's friend Chris Brown is the one who is, I guess.
But that was one hell of a photo. But that was one hell of a photo that when you first put up with Chris Brown, Tiger, and Ray J in it, like they've all had allegations. That was look at that.
Black actors got together.
That's a disgusting party right there, buddy. Chris
and
Brown,
if this was
Tiger,
2007, that's probably them recording in 2007 probably would have been the biggest hit in the country. But today, it's a big hit, but in a different. Never mind.
Yeah, buddy.
Never mind.
Well, Ray J said he would never dab Diddy up after this, so I think Ray J might be valid.
It's crazy that Ray J is one of the only people that's speaking out about this, though. Like, you would think that, like, people are saying, like, oh, Chris Brown broke it up. And it's like, that's cool. But, like, why is Chris Brown not speaking out about this? Like, why are these big artists not saying anything about what's happening, what they're seeing? Like, to me, that is crazy.
Allegedly, this is the third time that Diddy's sons have tried to accost Ray J about this particular comment that he made. So this is just one of 3 times that they've tried to jump him, and Ray J's been, willing to fight all 3 times. Nothing's ever happened any of the 3 times, but according to reports, Ray J has been willing to go there with Quincy, King Combs, and Justin Combs.
Yeah, and you can fight Ray J all you want. You can literally give Ray J 1,000 lashes if you want to, but that does not change that your dad did what he did, and he is where he is.
That's true.
We've seen one piece of evidence, but yeah, exactly. Allegedly, we'll see.
We've seen a very damning piece of evidence, is what we saw.
I will not dispute that at all. You're absolutely
We're in a position where we got to keep throwing allegedly around.
He hasn't been convicted, although we've seen the video. One of the alleged incidents. We've seen the video, but the others, at this point, they're still. As Busta Rhymes said, we should not be speaking about any of this. We need to mind our damn business, okay?
I'm sure he did a lot of it. I'm sure there's some people out there trying to get in on it, but most of it he did. I'm sure. I would say at least 90%. Allegedly.
All right. Another jail story. It seems like we've had a lot of jail stories this year. Well, like an influx of prisoners in hip hop this year. Lil Durk, Chicago rapper, is now the latest. He's facing some serious allegations in a federal murder for hire case that prosecutor says involves his own collective OTF, only the family. Dirk, whose real name is Dirk Banks, was arrested in Florida right before he was reportedly set to board a private jet to Italy. He and 5 OTF members are now accused of plotting the murder of rival rapper Quando Rondo, allegedly in retaliation for the 2020 killing of Dirk's close friend, rapper King Von. It seems like King Von's been dead for a very long time. And when I read 2020, I said, God dang, I was like, it doesn't seem like it was that soon. Like, it feels like it was like 10 years ago. In executing the plot, though, Quando Rondo's friend, Lil Pab, was killed instead. But here's where it gets even murkier. Alongside the murder for hire charges, there is now a wave of speculation around an OTF affiliate known as OTF Jam, who some say may have cooperated with law enforcement by wearing a wire. Although there is no official evidence linking Jam to the investigation, high-profile voices, including Whack 100 and DJ Academics, have stirred up rumors that Jam could have been working as an informant. Guys, Lil Durk, look, they said the plane was supposed to go to Mexico first, then it was supposed to go to someplace else after that, and then it was going to go to Italy. They changed it back to Italy at the last second. Is this the end of the road for Lil Durk? Do you think this is a wrap for
Yeah.
When I was reading, I have a friend who went down a rabbit hole in this stuff, and he was explaining it to me and what went down and who did what. Diddy will be out of jail before Dirk will.
Dirk was a real. You know how you see that TV show, World's Dumbest Criminals? Like he used a company credit card to rent to get airplane tickets and rental cars with his company credit card. Yeah, you got to.
They tried to land in the next city over, like that was something. Like they tried to land in the next city over and drive, as if that. That something. I was like, what are you talking about? Like
we all should knew something was up when last week he did that peace concert with all his ops.
Yes.
Like we should have known something was up.
He said whenever you have kids singing the chorus on a song, it's going to be a problem.
I believe that too, for sure.
And the song's called "All My Life." They're trying to get me down. They're trying to take me down. So he felt it. He felt it. He knew.
I do agree with you on that kids thing. When you put the kids on the thing, because R. Kelly used to do that. When you put the kids on the chorus, and Michael Jackson too. You put the kids on the chorus, you got some stuff to hide.
You can't be honoring Michael Jackson and then slurring him.
I don't know if I'm honoring Michael Jackson by dressing as his worst moment. I don't know.
Is that his worst moment or Ty's worst? Ty, are you Tito or Michael? What's going on here? Are you rest in peace, Tito?
That's racism.
No, I'm just saying, are you rest in peace, Tito? Tito just died, so he might be
they all look alike.
I'm just early Michael Jackson.
You look more
off the wall, Michael Jackson.
Before all the other stuff happened to his skin.
Can you see anything?
You Michael Jackson with the pug nose.
No,
Are you blind? All right. That was it for the scoop. All right. Shout out one more time to my queen, Coretta Scott King. My Coretta. I need to be a Coretta because I'm Jonathan Majors. And Dex, what's your name of your baby? Is it Blanket or do you have a different
Blanket?
name?
This is Blanket.
Okay. Why is he wrapped in swaddling clothes?
Y'all can't see the baby's face.
No case. All right, time for Q&A.
I got a question.
No, not you. Let's do Dex. Do you have Dex? Do you have Dexter does it or no?
I do. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, Ty, then it's your turn.
Just flip back to Dex. I can't even see Jason.
All right, I got it. I guess this is time for Q&A where you guys send us in a question and we give you an answer. And this will be really interesting because we have Eric here today. So let's see how we do with this one. All right. So it's called Boss Bewitched. So here's a weird one. I went to a Halloween party hosted by some friends over the weekend.
Sorry.
Oh,
no worries.
I don't know why. I think I may have hit over twice. There you go. Start reading again.
No worries. So here's a weird one. I went to a Halloween party hosted by some friends over the weekend, and a bunch of coworkers showed up, including one of my employees. She was dressed in a barely there outfit, and someone named Sabrina Carpenter. I'll admit I have to Google it, but let's just say it wasn't exactly business casual. The next day at work, it felt like I couldn't unsee it. She's a great employee, but now I'm just feeling awkward every time I see her in the office. I know it's her time outside work, but I can't shake the discomfort. It's like I know way more about her than I wanted to. Is this my problem to deal with, or was her choice in costume inappropriate, considering she knew work folks would be there? Do I need to get over it, or would it be unfair to bring it up to her?
Shaq, thanks for writing in.
I was going to say, this is not the Shaq
Right.
situation.
Right.
This is worse than the Shaq situation, to be honest with you. Keep your dick in your pants and leave that girl alone.
Exactly.
I mean, I really couldn't say it in my subtext. I mean, I don't know what else to say. This is, you're gonna get yourself.
Yeah,
you're gonna get her paid.
Like, you know who Sabrina Carpenter is. Like, come on.
This is definitely the Me Too era, buddy. Just drink a glass of cold water when she comes around and keep it down as best you can. Because you just
should I bring this up to her? So that Halloween costume you put on, that was a little inappropriate.
You knew what folk were going to be there. Why'd you have your butt out? Like,
she said, "Because I'm a baddie. Like that's what I wanted to look like." What you mean? Why you didn't get a picture with me? Like, stop this.
He said he knew he would say next. Can I get a picture now? That's probably what he see. That's how you get creeper. That's exactly
you bring that up. You'd be literally one of the stupidest men alive. You'd be stupider than whoever planned Lil Durk's murder plot.
Not a good idea. Yeah, I don't think you should bring this up at all. Just ignore it and act like nothing happened and fight the urge. Like whatever urges you have, just fight them and leave it there because nothing good is going to happen from you.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, something's going to happen for her. She's going to get paid when she.
She definitely get paid. She won't have to work another day in her life.
Yeah,
you gonna get your job.
He just needs every time she come around and think of the most non-sexual thing in his life, like you know what I mean, like little kittens or something.
Well, apparently
his mind off of it. Just to
He
get his
needs to
mind off
invest.
of it, he gotta do something.
He needs to just invest in looser work pants and leave that girl alone.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he definitely. He got to think of something. He got to think of something non-sexual. Think about that fat on at Thanksgiving or something. He just got to think of something.
I don't know. If seeing your coworker dressed in a sexy Halloween costume on Saturday and you still thinking about it Monday morning, I don't know if anything's unsexual to you. You're a weirdo.
I mean, it depends.
You have an addiction.
It does depend how nice she looked. I mean,
his coworker, she was a baddie.
That's a baddie. She had that stuff on, like she did. If him to be still thinking about it Monday, oh yeah. And honestly, it don't even matter how she looked to the rest of us. All that matters is how she looked to him. So he was transfixed. And look, that's your problem. And you knew that when you hired her, sir. Like, don't act like this is just something you
right.
know.
Like it was like on Family Matters. It was like when she's at work, she's Steve Urkel. When she was at that party, she was like Stefan Urkel. It was like, oh, who knew you had breasts under that blouse? Like, get out of here.
Shocking. Breaking news.
All right. If you guys have questions, please send them over to us at BroTalkLive /questions. Jason.
So press record and let you feel me.
You have boobs? You have a butt? I never noticed.
She gives her a pair of legs, which you wouldn't believe it.
She's a bunny for Halloween. What am I going to do?
Look, Jason, put him out. 100 lashes.
1,000 lashes. All right, category this week: horrific fails in honor of Halloween. Horrific fails. Okay, horrific. These are fails that you'd never want to have happen to you. And if they do, you just fade into oblivion, okay? All right, the first one up, horrific fails. This one is called, let's see, sorry for the delay. This one is called Nair Jordan. Air Jordan from Michael Jordan. Nair Jordan.
Jesus.
He was feeling it though, wasn't he?
He went up. Eric, you tried to double pump that joint.
Most kids first learn how to dunk. They get caught on the rim. He ain't even make it to the net. He ain't even hit the bottom of the net.
He was feeling though. He got down that court,
and he knew he
shot
had
the ball, laid it up. No, he had to dunk it. Like he was really feeling himself.
He held on to the end too.
Yeah, all he needed was a pool of water, bro. He just did the biggest belly flop in the world, man.
I love the dedication to the stretch out just in case he thought he would get it at the
end. He must do this a lot though, because the other kids was just letting him go. They were like, "Yeah, go ahead." So like they knew he wasn't gonna make the shot.
Yeah, Quentin. Yeah, Quentin. That was wrong.
Yeah, Quentin.
They
knew Quentin wasn't about to do that.
They knew Quentin wasn't having it. All right. Next up, we have this is called the Star Strangled banner. Here we go.
So
Just context. I want to give you context.
Yes.
So this is for the third party presidential debate. So neither one of these people were able to make it to like a general ABC debate. So they all decided to have their own debate. And this is
what though?
The presidency
of what?
The United States.
What network was it on? What network was it on?
They decided to have their own debate on their local closed caption television station, and they had this woman. They hired
it was on public access.
Yeah, it's public access, closed channel. They had this woman open for them. Apparently, she is a local singer.
So gallantly streaming. I fucked it up. Can I go back? Can I go back, please? Bombs bursting, and then I got too nervous. Gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Whoa, say does that Star Spangled for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Wow.
I mean, when I first saw this, I would have been like, absolutely number one, this is a horrific film. But then when you told me what this was for, it's okay. It's part for the course. Like, it's okay.
Was that like Jill Stein and all that? Remember that one?
What'd you say?
That was like Jill Stein and them. Is that what they were?
Yeah, exactly. Jill Stein and them. You saw her over there looking all
stupid. You're wasting time.
Total waste of time. Just like this woman singing the national anthem. That's what she get. That's exactly what this is.
Why stupid that?
Yeah,
why was she running so much?
That was pretty bad. I thought nobody could get worse than Roseanne Barr or like Carl Lewis. Like that's top bad. 3 right there.
Because she was trying. She thought she had it until she realized she did. I have done. Can I start over?
You were up there and sing it right.
You know that's you know that's the low key cop out when you grab the side of your ear like you can't hear what you say. That's the cop out. Like yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, you hear yourself. Yeah, you
bad. Ty used to do that all the time. Next up, we have a man who's driving. I'm sorry. You have sorry, Michael Jackson. I was just referring to your talents as a singer. Next up, we have one called Head Turning. This man was driving another young man home in an Uber taxi when the man made a proposal at the end of the taxi. And the first man did not appreciate it.
All right, brother. Huh? On what?
Head.
What you mean?
Huh?
What you mean?
So you don't want head?
Nah, I'm good. Yeah, I heard that.
He said you don't want hit? You don't want hit.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was real crazy. That was real crazy. That's like, like for me, like I'm the type of person to be like, when I hear something crazy, I make them repeat again. Like, yo, what you say?
That's exactly what that man said. That's exactly what he said.
Like, what you say?
He
Like,
said
hold
what?
up. Like I can't. Like I just want to make sure I heard what I say. Like the lady singing the song. I've been like, yo, what you say?
You should have said. You should say, "Can I start off?" You thought he was gonna pull his car over, go into your what were you thinking? And you know, if he was sitting in the back of that man's Uber all the time, he was plotting. He said, "I'm finna get."
100%.
100%. That's the dude that was at the Halloween party. He was plotting the whole ride home. Boy, he was like, "Yeah, buddy, I'm yeah."
All right, brother. Huh? On what?
Head.
What you mean?
Huh?
What you mean?
So you don't want head?
Nah, I'm good.
Wanna be playing in the background by Tyler. On the radio, it's like, make me wet.
That's what got the man juiced up. He was like, you know what? I gotta shoot my shot.
Yeah, he shot his shot, didn't he? He really did.
The people that know that man are probably extremely embarrassed though.
And then the Uber guy, you're not getting no tip, right? Like you definitely not getting no tip.
The boldness. Oh, hilarious. All right. And last but not least, we have a scare down under.
Oh my god!
They set him up. There is no way.
Why did you do that?
They loosened them things up when he came. They
loosened what up? The straps?
I don't think they loosened them up.
Yes, they did.
His body loosened them up.
Stretched them out.
Yeah, good luck with this week because I can pick 4 things that should move forward.
The funniest part about that clip is at the bottom when the only thing he thinks about is actually securing the stomach. Like he's like, I don't want it. I gotta put the shirt down. Got to.
That is truly slipping through the cracks. Good God.
They just twist him around and turn him every way.
Wow.
You got the nerve to pull your shirt down. Like that was the most, like your stomach being the most embarrassing thing.
But look, I can't be embarrassed twice. I'm sorry. You're not gonna have me falling down this thing and then have my gut hanging out. Absolutely not. I gotta have.
You didn't even get the shirt all the way over the gut though.
And I'm saying, Dex. I mean, at that point, we just saw you cracking your ass from the top from the top rope all the way to the bottom. Who cares if you saw your stomach?
Are you crawling from a hell in a cell? Like, are you kidding me?
We just saw the cracking your ass from the top to the bottom.
But you know how like when you fall.
I don't care what happened. At least I have my dignity.
Yeah, like you know, you sit in front of a bunch of people, you just start laughing or whatever because you gotta hold something.
So hold on, wait, he don't have no dignity showing the crack of his ass falling from the top to the bottom, but he want dignity to not see his stomach and his titties. Come
Look,
on,
look, I gotta cover it up.
Yeah, Jason, run that clip again. Look, you can see the crack.
Yeah. That was wild.
That was the best part. The shirt pull at the end. The shirt pull at the end, it wouldn't have been as funny. But the shirt pull,
and when you hear the straps start to break,
the straps like the elastic. When you hear the elastic go,
yes.
And look, was that a worker or was that like a family member that was like okay, like
recording
right, bro? Yeah, no, the person that's at the top is up there at the top.
A demon. That's what that is. One of them demons.
Like when you first look, like if you look at,
it's one of them demons. They're not up to no good. Like the kids, I feel sorry for the kids who had to witness that.
She's like, how do you get down? How do kids get
down?
Like
you just wasting your money.
Yeah, but the kids had to witness that. Like, imagine they're gonna have that in their brains.
Yeah, and they're gonna laugh at it. They were so
cracking up.
Yeah,
cracking up.
That's cool.
Absolutely.
The kids are clearly horrified. One more time. There's a lot of people.
Look, now I just noticed the person at the top with the person at the top. She told him, "She don't do this, don't do this."
Right.
And when he started to fall through, she said, "No, I told you."
She told this big ass, "You need to sit down and just roll down, just slide on through, right? Don't try to stand up. It's not going to be.
Wait, is this the third one or the fourth one?
That's the fourth one.
This wins.
That one.
Yeah,
that's the one.
A scare down under.
Yeah, man, crack. That definitely wins.
That was a tough one. That beat the you on head. That's tough. All right, so we had you on head. We had the Star Strangled banner, and then we had the first one, which was I don't even freaking remember the Nair Jordan.
No, that one wins. I never want to hear see that you on head video again.
But at least the You Want Head video, that man didn't care about dignity. But this man here, he literally has everything, every other video rolled into one with that one. No dignity, no dignity, falling flat on his face, like falling down, like and
the shirt pull.
Yeah,
covered all up at the end. That scare down under will make it down to the Bro Talk Awards. All right, now it's time for.
Here we go.
That's the dozen, yeah, you know I'm the man. Trying not the favors, sticking with the plan. Wanna take you on a journey, show you how it's done. Dex is in the house, let's have some fun.
All right.
Wig off. Okay.
Oh, excuse us.
Well, I had to change because I didn't want to get anything on the outfit that's going to go back to the store tomorrow. So Dexter does it today. I saw a commercial for this, and I was like, I gotta have it. I gotta see how I can do it. It's a McDonald's chicken
Big Mac chicken.
Yes,
okay.
McDonald's.
Chicken Big Mac.
Chicken Big Mac.
So right up your alley.
So instead of burgers, it has chicken patties, right?
It's 2 chicken patties on it, and I think they're like the McChicken ones too, because they're like flat little.
Do they have that mayonnaise on it and that shredded lettuce?
And it actually has Big Mac sauce.
Ooh,
that little orange mayonnaise mixed with ketchup.
Pickles?
Well, I don't eat pickles, so I said no pickles and no onions because they was killing people.
Well, you're not getting the full Big Mac then. You're just getting.
Well, I can't eat pickles.
Why can't you?
I can't eat pickles.
I don't like them, and I didn't get the onions because they said McDonald's onions was killing people last week. So I said I'm gonna leave those.
The meat was killing people. They got the onions.
The meat was killing people last week.
Well, they said the quarter pounders are back on the menu, and I said maybe I'll try that for Dexter does it. But I said maybe I should stay around. First off, this should be
that Krabby Patty.
I'll do that next week. Oh, you know what?
What did they leave off?
Yo, they only gave me 1 piece of chicken.
See that Coretta.
It's 1 piece of chicken on here,
2
And
breads,
like a bunch of bread.
3 breads,
Yeah.
and 1 chicken.
That's so sloppy.
Hold up, please turn up your green screen for a second. I just want to see it live. So y'all gonna see behind the show for a second, but this is worth it. I'm on McDonald's to see with foolishness. Dex, you sure you didn't like eat that chicken?
No. Because you know how you like to eat a little filet on your way home. You sure you didn't like reach
Yeah,
in and
that's
grab-
how you doing. You used to eat a little.
This ain't the type of filet I'll be eating. I can tell you that. I turned the green screen off. I don't know why it's not on.
Oh, you just turned yourself green.
Hit none on the picture, on the actual green screen. There we go. All right, let's see it.
All right. So the sandwich.
So did they put sauce in between the second and the third bun?
Yeah. There's one right here. Some sauce and stuff on there. Then there's the other piece.
That's the chicken patty.
No, this is a piece of bread.
That's the empty bread that's supposed to have a patty here, but doesn't.
And then there's the chicken. And there's
Dex,
Now,
is
this
it cold?
Huh?
Is it cold?
No, I warmed it up.
Dex, you better take this. Actually, check with your pregnant wife to make sure that she hasn't.
She did not eat no goddamn chicken patty from McDonald's. I can assure you of that.
She is pregnant. You never know. And then
the patty in the microwave. Dex.
Huh?
Yes.
Go check the microwave. See if the patty's in there.
Probably don't popped
The
out.
whole thing and they think it slid off.
You think it popped out?
All right.
I think you reached in for them fries and grabbed a little piece of patty back.
I did not order no fries from McDonald's. All right, I'm gonna try it now.
All right, here we go.
Did you just smell it?
Did you take that second piece of bread out? Because other than
No, I
that,
kept it in there. I don't know why I put it back in there.
I mean,
That's a waste of time. It's not really a mac patty because
He's got a McChicken with an extra patty.
Right, you got McChicken with mac sauce.
Yeah, that's
an
what it
extra
is.
bread.
It
You look like you're enjoying it though.
He like it.
McDonald's got some with
Now wait till they slide in that second patty.
McDonald's got some with this one.
Okay, so you get the chicken Big Mac at 10 out of 10. Okay.
5 out of 10.
Okay, that changed drastically.
I mean, for McDonald's though, that was actually it wasn't terrible.
Let's try out your local chicken Big Mac at McDonald's near you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, what happened to the wig? Like you've gone to less Michael Jackson, and it looks like you're now like aged. Like it's getting gray at the bottom. Maybe it's the lighting. Okay, there we go. I think it was the lighting. It made it look like you were graying at the bottom of the wig.
Jason, worry about your muscles or lack thereof in your costume.
In my hat.
You focus on that.
I don't got to focus on nothing but my
Wrap this
correct-
show up. I'm tired.
Wait, that last video we watched. What did that man ask if he wanted some what?
Yeah, I was noticing that on your shirt. I was just about to say that. I'm like, you have the nerve to come back with a head shirt on.
Shout out to Al Snow, and those who know who he is.
I guess
Who
that's
do you want? I really appreciate Jonathan Majors. Thank you for making this year what it was. We'll have more for you at the Bro Talk Awards in a couple of weeks here. We will not have a show next week because of the election. So please watch the election on your own. Pray for the absolute best because if Trump wins, I'm not sure when we're coming back.
Pray for the best, but prepare for the worst because we got a basket of deplorables out here.
Definitely vote if you haven't voted yet. Do so as soon as you can. And shout out to all the people who did early voting and make sure that check your local mailbox to make sure it hasn't exploded or else you'll need to do it again. So, just keep your eyes vigilant and make sure that your vote counts. All right. For Dex, for Bill, for Ty, and for Big Eric. Let's give a big hand applause for Eric.
Eric, you have to come back because you add something to this.
You're awesome. This has been another edition of Bro Talk Live, and we will see you guys next week. Peace. Have a good one.
Deuces.